Welcome back to Arsenal with Ash, here to preview the big game of the weekend. Arsenal versus Manchester City. Mikel Arteta versus Pep Guardiola. This is a massive game, an early game in terms of the title race, an early big game like the Liverpool one. This is probably our third Big Six game, and yeah, the first one at the Emirates. So I'm looking forward to this one. I'm buzzing for it. I'm feeling confident in the boys. Obviously, we smoked them 5-1 in the same fixture last season. So yeah, I'm looking for another 3 points, man. Another comfortable, hopefully, 3 points. But we cannot rule out a Pep Guardiola side. We know the players they have talent on their hands. They've got Pep Guardiola, the best manager in the world. So it's going to be a tough game. They've got a bit of confidence now as well. They lost 2 games in a row before the international break. But since then, they've come back and had an identical week to us, really. In the Premier League, they won at home last week 3-0 at home to Man United in their derby. And then midweek in the Champions League, they won 2-0 at home to Napoli. A Napoli side that did have a red card early on. But yeah, they're going to be confident. They're big number 9, Haaland scoring goals. Doku's looking like a very, very good player again. They haven't conceded in their last 2 games, but they do still look a bit vulnerable. We saw that against Spurs. We saw that against Brighton. So yeah, it's a different Manchester City team. They've still got the technical players, the likes of Bernardo Silva. They've brought in Reinders as well. They've got, like I said, Doku. They've got Rodri back in the team as well. But defensively, they look a bit vulnerable. They look weak physically, even in midfield as well. So Rodri doesn't look at his same level physically. Reinders isn't a physical specimen. Defensively, they got Kushanov, the young player playing at right back recently. He looks a bit rash. And yeah, just defensively, they don't look at it. So I think it's a team that we can cause problems. The only issue is Donnarumma. And we saw what he done against us for PSG last season. If he wants to have one of those days, he can have one of those days. So we just got to make sure we're finding corners, like our finishing is on point, because he's a proper shot stopper. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it though, man. I think we can really get hold of this game. I can see us controlling the game. I can see them trying to counter on us. But I can see us controlling the game. I think defensively, once we sit in our shape as well, as long as we recover quite quickly, we can nullify them and hit our own counter attacks as well. So I think it could be a similar game to last season, where the first half's a bit tight, figuring each other out, but second half then we overrule them, and overall our quality shows. I'm looking at the likes of Eze to step in and have a serious game. I'm even looking at Gyökeres in this game as well. I think there'll be bases there for him. He's had history against Man City as well. He's got a hat-trick against them last season for Sporting. So yeah, I really do think this is a game where we can really take charge, create quite a few chances and cause them problems. Set pieces as well. Defensively, they're not the greatest side. Defending set pieces. We scored against them last season at their place from a set piece. So yeah, we can definitely come into this game full of confidence, but we just know that this is a serious team in front of us, so we've got to make sure that we are at it. And if we're at it, we'll win the game. I've got no doubt about it. So yeah, in terms of the predicted 11, David Raya in goal, of course, been fantastic so far. Only conceded 1 goal, and it was a wonder goal. So David Raya in goal. The defence has to be Timber at right back. Calafiori again at left back. Centre back, I'm bringing Saliba back in the team. As brilliant as Mosquera has done, Saliba knows Haaland. Saliba and Gabriel know Haaland. And they're the best defensive partnership in the world. So why wouldn't you play them in a game against arguably the best striker in the world? So yeah, I'm going with that back 4. In midfield, I'm going with a Zubimendi and Rice kind of pivot. Actually both of them kind of alternating between the 6 and the 8. But yeah, Rice, Zubimendi, and hopefully Odegaard's fit. That's the big question mark over this game, is whether Odegaard is going to be fit. If he's not going to be fit, I'd give Ethan a chance. I would give give Ethan a chance in this game. So yeah, I would go with either, if Odegaard's not fit, Ethan. If he is fit, I'd go with Odegaard. And then my front 3 is Eze, Gyökeres and Noni. There is rumours that Saka could be available for this game as well. And if he is, obviously I wouldn't start him because he's still not up to speed. But I'm happy with Noni out there. And if Saka can be on the bench, fantastic. But yeah, so I'm starting with Eze on that side. Yes, Martinelli had a big impact and Trossard in the week. But I think, again, super subs, they can do something off the bench again. I'm starting Eze. I think in this type of game, he's going to get more spaces than he did in Bilbao. And he can create something out of nothing. So, yeah, I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Gyökeres also to cause their defence loads of problems with his runs in behind, his physicality, and just his sheer mentality and nature of just being at it and on them at every opportunity. So yeah, I'm confident, man. Like I said, I'm confident. I'm going to predict a 3-1 victory. I think the goal score, I think Gyökeres will get a goal. I'm going to go with Gabriel from the corner, and I'm going to go with Eze to get off the mark for the Gunners. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. We need to win. Liverpool have won this weekend already. We need to win and keep the pace with them. So yeah, this is a big game. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, what your predictions are for the game, who you want to see in the lineup as well. Would you start a Martinelli or a Trossard? Would you start Eze in the 10? Would you start Odegaard if he's fit? Lots of different discussions and decisions for Arteta to make. But yeah, big game. Come on, you Gunners. Let's win this one and let's have the Emirates rocking. Take care.